How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys are having a great and exceptional day. All right, let's get into it. Now, in the last 3 years, from 2020 to 2022, I can't believe we're almost in 2023, people have received a multitude of stimulus checks all across the United States of America due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Most people paid their bills, bought themselves something nice, or saved their stimulus checks, but this great person, Elia Diop, did a wonderful thing. And according to the article that I read the day after being laid off from her job in 2019, she applied. She applied and was rejected from over 50 jobs. So she went through obviously a lot of hard times. And then obviously the year before the pandemic made it even worse. That's when she realized she needed to be more creative to provide for her children as a single mom. But after being unemployed for a year, she did not have much to invest in startup costs. When she received her $1,200 stimulus check last year in 2020, she said that she saw an opportunity to invest in herself and leverage her business, management, and marketing experience to start a coaching company. She says, "I always love to see people invest in themselves." And even at the end of the day, I love to always see people invest in themselves, because investing in yourself is one of the best investments you could ever make. Used to be a time in this country where if you just get a college degree, that was considered the best investment in yourself. And obviously when you invest in yourself, you have to go into debt, and that's why a lot of people went into debt. But in today's world, the student loan debt is insane. The cost of college is insane. So, and it is what it is. Especially when one has a skill set. That's another thing. When one has a skill set to enhance other people's lives, including their own, I'm not mad at it at all, and I definitely commend it. The article also stated that with the pandemic, she noticed that many millennials were looking to understand how to start a business, because this is the startup business culture of today. Because everybody knows a job stands for just so for broke if you don't know how to make money in your sleep, or you don't have a side hustle on the side at the same time. She said, "I saw a lot of unanswered questions." She said, "So many business coaches were either men or single women without kids, or a woman in a relationship without kids. I did not see anyone who could offer my point of view." So she said she decided to become that person. And I can understand that, because that's the beautiful thing. People with kids, without kids, people married, people in relationships. Everybody has different backgrounds. Everybody has different experiences. Therefore, everybody has different perspectives to add to any specific subject matter in any specific equation. All right. So I'll leave it at that. But anyways, she says, "I did not see anyone who could offer my point of view." So she became that person. Seeing that underserved space in the market, she launched Ellie Talks Money in 2020, an online coaching business to help millennials set up businesses, build business credit, and obtain grants. And this is so important, family, because not only do people talk, I don't think people talk about enough, especially in the social media atmosphere, about the importance of obtaining business credit, grants, getting a CPA certified accountant, and having a lawyer possibly on standby when operating a business, because you just never know. All right. The article also stated that 10 months later, her business has generated over $1 million in revenue by utilizing Instagram, especially since her prior corporate role. She managed her company's Instagram and had learned how to create a visually appealing page at a relatively low cost. And before I go forward, and great example, Kanye West. He's in the social media sphere talking his butt off as always. He's going to have going to need, if he doesn't have it already, some sort of legal representation, because the derogatory comments and basically defamation, the alleged defamation of character statements he made online about George Floyd's death, and now George Floyd's family is going to sue him. I remember a YouTuber was talking about Cardi B, and it was a defamation of character because the statements that she made were not true. It's different when something is true. It's another difference when you say something about somebody online and it's not true. And they can legally sue you for defamation of character. So be careful what you say about people online. And that's just what it is. So I'll leave it at that. But anyways, she leveraged her job experience and did what lots of people have been doing for years now, turning their job into a business opportunity. Because everybody has, especially if you have a skill set on any level. I always like to use, especially the blue collar workers. If you're a cart mechanic and whatnot, and you work for somebody, it doesn't mean you can't do some work on the side. If you're an electrician, plumber, it doesn't mean if you're a lawyer, doctor, engineer, IT specialist. You can do work for people on the side and whatnot, and a lot of times people will do that, and then they want to get the tax write-offs and access to business credit and access to specific grants, so they end up opening up their own business and act accordingly. So, and that's what she did, obviously, with her previous job experience, because when it boils down to the costs, she spent $170 on two ring lights, $145 to purchase a domain name, build websites, and purchase a Canva Pro for editing pictures. She got a membership for $120. Also, she paid for sponsored posts on pages that reached her target audience, a cost of about $25 a post. Not that bad. This was done utilizing her $1,200 stimulus check, plus she did free coaching calls before charging clients to obtain more business. The article ended on this note: when Mrs. Diop started selling her first product, she would get in front of her audience almost every day via Instagram Live. It was an opportunity to market to her audience for free, and that's a lot of people do. She continued to show up consistently, be in front of your audience, she said, and your customers will like you, trust you, and so that they can continue coming back. And you just show up as yourself at the end of the day. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I thought this was a great article, and I think I've talked enough about Kanye West and all this other celebrity nonsense. I want to highlight Black-owned businesses. I'm actually about to go live soon on talking about just Black-owned businesses and great things that happen in the African American community, because the media just loves to do a great job of showing belligerent idiots talking out of their butt nowadays. And I can't do but so much of it without being like, okay, I'm done. So, family, hopefully you enjoyed the video tonight. Do the great favorite things, like, share, and subscribe, all that great stuff. Don't forget to check out my online store. We wholesale a variety of products, and I have an online Shopify store. So don't forget to check out the store. Support your local businesses, specifically Black-owned businesses. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, don't forget to check out WEBULL, Stash, Acorns, Crypto.com. With all those platforms, you'll be able to sign up, make some money. Specifically, we will get up to a lot of free stocks and all that great stuff. Plus, we're part of Go Standard Partners, where you not only have the opportunity to buy crypto, but you have the opportunity to refer others to do the same thing. They can buy NFTs and they get themselves access to a crypto card. So, as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live like a fool. And remember, you can't get fired if you own a company. Obviously, Mrs. Diop owns something after being laid off, and she's not worried about working for anybody else anymore. So take care, family.